everyone. So my name is Pi-Chuan. I've been a magic mentor for 16 years now. This summer, I work with Karen on. Karen is a 10th grader. So during the summer, we mostly met remotely, but Karen was able to meet me at Google for lunch once, and that was really fun. So Karen is a very organized, diligent, and smart student. I am very impressed with her work, which you will see this time. We work through, mostly she worked through some of the issues as we work with hardware and software, and you'll see in her presentation. In addition to magic, I'm actually very impressed by Karen because apparently, in addition to being a mentee at Magic, she actually mentors and teach other kids during the summer as well. Very has been really fun to work with Karen, and really, great to know that Karen at this age is already volunteering as well. I'll pass it on to Karen to talk about her Magic project.
Hello everyone, my name is Karen Ahn. Let me tell you a little bit more about who I am and why I became so passionate about STEM. As mentioned earlier, I am currently a sophomore at Archbishop Vernon High School, located in San Francisco, California. I personally love working with and teaching children. I was first introduced to STEM as a little kid, where I would get fascinated by the robots and themes of environmental and sustainability at science events. It was also cool to see how the students were not afraid to dream big and make their dreams into reality. So I'm thankful for this opportunity to learn more about STEM. Next slide. My mentor is Pi-Chuan, and she is currently a software engineer at Google. On the right is a photo of me and my mentor when I visited her for lunch at Google. She lives in Mountain View, California. I was born and raised in Taiwan, but moved to the Bay Area around 20 years ago. One fun fact about her is that she likes walking her pet poodle and going to the gym. My project is researching and programming an interactive Finch robot designed for toddlers. On the bottom right corner is a photo of the Finch robot. I selected this project because I wanted to learn how I could use robots to educate and help people, and because it is so versatile that I could program it for many different types of projects. First, my mentor and I decided that I should start learning JavaScript through Khan Academy because I was interested in creating a more visually pleasing experience for users, and then learning how to program Finch robot. Then I was introduced to Open Processing, a social coding platform, where I was able to learn about coding. I found different projects to study and change, and for the parts I didn't understand, I'd first read the comments and then discuss it with my mentor. Next slide. Some highlights of my experience were learning JavaScript and Snap, seeing each component being put together, and getting to meet my mentor in person. I really enjoyed getting a little tour of where she works and getting to know her better. Some lessons learned were about different sensors and components of Finch, creating blocks for different tasks in order to make my code easier to read, the importance of building up to create something big by creating strong foundations, and something crucial is to always try resetting and closing applications if they're not working. Some challenges I had were getting Finch to connect via Bluetooth and difficulty working with hardware because the sensors didn't behave as liked. Finch has two buttons located in the microbit and Finch's tail. They're labeled A and B, and the video shows what happens when button A is pressed. Notice how the finch draws diagonal instead of straight lines, even though I programmed it to move forward in a straight line in order to create space between drawing the different shapes. So when the button A in the microbit is pressed, the finch would first say the name of the shape it is drawing, then display it in the microbit, and then it would actually draw the shape. And you would see the shape by placing a paper on the floor and then putting a marker into the finch. Since my mentor and I decided that I should start small and then get bigger by breaking down my code into smaller parts, I began by creating mini programs using Snap, a drag and drop programming language. I created my own block that draws a square and then used it within our program to draw different shapes. And this is the code for the different shapes. So when button B is pressed, the microbit displays colors. The finch's beak and tail show the rainbow colors and also social distances. Here's the code. Next slide, please. And this is what happens when the finch's beak is up. So what it does here, it plays a lullaby or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. The beak and tail show random colors, and it also moves in a figure-8 motion.
I think it has audio. I would turn on the just so we can. Oh, you're not able to hear?
No.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Here's the code, and it will also draw a figure-8. Next slide, please. So for my final project, I put all the components together into one program where it would do different things according to which button was pressed or if the beak points up. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed something new.
Thank you so much, Karen. I always love when mentees choose the Finch robot because it's so fun to see all the different things that it can do. Are there any questions for Karen? I see lots of applause and celebrations. Just making sure I'm not missing any raised hands.
Thank you, everyone.
If nobody has a question, I'll ask the same question that I asked, previously about working with both software and hardware. Was one particularly more interesting to you than the other? And if you can comment on that.
Yeah, I think I would prefer the software because like all my hard work into putting the different many components of the snap and project and seeing it come to life after I press the green button or the different A or B buttons in the finch.
Thank you. Very nice work. Congrats to both of you.
Thank you.